Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the world's best fire starter. And to make it, you're going to need 3 cotton balls, some aluminum foil. First, you want to take your cotton balls and rip off a nice, maybe 5x5 chunk of aluminum foil. And then you're going to put that down, and then take your 3 cotton balls and the petroleum jelly. Open that up and take each of them individually and soak them in it. Make sure you get a pretty good amount on there. You want them pretty soaked in it. And they can kind of fluff them up and put them down in the tin foil. Once you've done that, close up the petroleum jelly. Take this and you're going to want to fold it in on the cotton balls. So just take each corner and fold them in. You want to make it so it's watertight, basically. So then flip it over so you can take some water, pour it on there. Then you can rip it open if you had to start a fire. Take your ferro rod, and it easily starts after a few strikes with water poured on it. Then you can take it and blow it out. You can cover it back up with the tin foil. And it's completely waterproof again. So if you got more water on it. Now, I'm not saying you should dump water on it. This is just in case you fall in the river or something like that. It's still easy to start a fire, and you can start a fire multiple times. And it's a little bit easier than if it's raining out and all the birch bark is wet. And I'll show you that you can heat up your water. You might not be able to get it to a rolling boil with this little cotton balls, but if you added more cotton balls in there, you probably could get it to a rolling boil. But today we're just going to heat it up. Now take your cup, put it over the top. You can fill it up with your water. Now I'm not filling it up completely because there's not much fuel in that fire starter, but there's enough to heat up this water if you wanted some tea or just some warm water. Then from the side, you can throw your sparks in there. Now, because it's a cotton ball, it'll start pretty easily, even from the side. So now just leave it under the pot of water and let it heat up. All right, once the fire is almost out and the Vaseline cotton balls are almost all burned, you can take your water off and pour it in your cup. Like I said, they're still burning a bit, but like I said, you're not going to get it to a full boil. You're just going to be able to warm it up because there's not very many cotton balls. But you can pour that in your cup and have a nice cup of hot water. If you want it to bring it to a rolling boil, I'd try more like 7 to 10 Vaseline cotton balls, but it did get it warm. Another way of doing it is just dipping your cotton balls in the petroleum jelly, getting them fully soaked, and then keeping them in a plastic bag or something like that if you don't have tin foil or don't want to use tin foil. And then you can use these just to start a fire on their own without the tin foil. The only reason you use the tin foil is just to kind of keep some of the water off of them. But I'll show you how you can start a fire with just these and no tin foil. Take your 2 cotton balls, put them on a nice base of twigs, spark them up, and then carefully just put a few twigs over the top. Now you can see just like that, with a couple of cotton balls and a little bit of petroleum jelly, you can start a nice little fire that you can grow if you want to, or just keep it small. A better way of boiling water than just using the cotton balls like I did before is starting a fire like this with the cotton balls and then boiling the water on this fire. But now we'll go back to the table and I'll give you my final thoughts on this fire starter. All in all, I think this is a great fire starter. As you can see, with it snowing, we still started a small fire very easily and warmed up some water. So I think this is great for backpacking or long hiking trips where you have a chance of it getting wet, or just you need to use it a few times because it's easy just to put the tin foil back over the cotton ball and reuse it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.